What did Twitch do? Okay, Malarthy, are you still there? Yep. Yep, you're still there. Yeah, so Restream just isn't displaying the Twitch chat, which I'm rather pissed off about if that's at all obvious. Even though it is very clearly connected to both. All right. Well, I guess we're just abandoning the Restream chat for now. No witch hunts. Took their sleep meds. This is fine. Newt does not have chat open. Because apparently Restream decided that it didn't want to inform me that it wasn't actually displaying the Twitch chat, even though I'm clearly broadcasting to it. I'm very unhappy right now. Intensely unhappy. Yeah, okay, so apparently I'm just not broadcasting to Twitch at all in terms of chat. Discord. Why is Twitch not... Okay. I guess I'm just watching on Twitch. Because Restream has just decided that it doesn't want to show any of my Twitch chat. And it's not like we ever have anyone on YouTube anyway. Channels 1 from 1. Why are you only connected to one? You're damn right that I rage fix whenever I'm unhappy. Okay. Fuck it. We're just watching on YouTube now. I don't know what I missed in the game, and I'm not really that chuffed about it because it probably wasn't important. We are not going. All right. Yeah, that's an interesting discovery that your chat just flat out isn't working. This one seems to be made of older stone than the others. That was my opinion too, mistress. The stone is indeed different, older, and from a different source. And there's something up here. A hoop of metal. I wonder if there was once one of these on top of the shrine we found on the last Empire's hideout in the Cyclones. Heavy, but perhaps not as heavy as I'd expected. Mistress, please put that down. All right. Now, tell me why I put that hoop down. You humans have no eyes! Alright. It's a valuable artifact, and worth some further study. Look, there are symbols inscribed on the edge. So, who's been working with the overheat stuff? Has anyone been trying to keep overheat under control? I guess not. Well, I see Malarthy attempted to and then triggered an explosion, but we'll see. Did you blow up a shield? Oh, 3 shields. Jesus. Well, that's definitely no. We speak for those who have no voices. Shields are for chumps named Malarthy. How many do we have now? I think we're still up from when we started. Is this some kind of recording device? I feel sure I've seen something like this before somewhere. We might be able to trace where it's from. Perhaps there were metal hoops on all of the shrines originally. They might have been looted if they're valuable. How about this one? Ah, the inscription on this one is readable. By the way, Malarthy, keep an eye on how many crits are happening, because every explosion, even if it doesn't do enough damage to destroy anything, will cause a crit. At least one. So I'd be careful about, you know, that. Withering Palace. Ah. Gotta wake up, you say? Another long one, but I think it must say palace. How did I not already know this one? Emperor's voice lives forever in Withering Palace. Where was this hoop made, I wonder? Unclear, mistress. But we may be able to locate its origins. Well, we know what it is because we played the game before. Nothing on this one. A stone setting. Either someone was making preparations for this when this place was abandoned, or the shrine that stood there was removed. How long do you think you'll still be up, Malurthy? More markings here. You're not. As in not up? You sound pretty awake to me. You're responding to comments. If I shine a light in your eyes, will your eyes dilate? Ah. So it's a case of the living dead. Well, we all know how that goes. Guess I'll have to go and get the steak. This one has a lot of symbols, but I'm sure it reads as peace. Sleep in peace, my friend. So these are gravestones. This place must be some kind of monument. To a war or a famine or a plague. If these shrines represent bodies, mistress, there are not enough for a war. There's more water here than I've ever seen. Enough water for Elbereth 3 times over. If there was only a way to transport water. Eek! That was too close. Mistress, what are you doing? How are we going to get across now? We can always retrace our steps, or we could simply leave. No, I'm not leaving. You can't make me. Don't hassle me. Smooth. Smooth indeed. This one is set apart from the others, and it's inscribed. This one is a broken piece from an even longer text. Turn down for what? God damn it. From there. No, put it back in. Squizzle. What's the squizzle? We got squizzles. We got squizzles for days. Is this not enough? I will return from rivers. We're still getting the occasional word. I wonder what it means. Every time I think I've got the hang of ancient, there's always more I don't understand. But by the waters, the air must be getting thinner. Take your time, mistress. This location is extremely unsafe.
The wind was strong up here. It wanted to grab you by the waist and chuck you down the cliff.
Emperors must have stood here, gazing across the nebula, tracing every stream like the lines of a palm. I can see Elbereth, mistress, through the haze. You don't think this place was built for to view Elbereth? No, mistress. Elbereth is ferociously ugly. Rude. That's my home you're talking about, Six. These two seemed in better condition than those below. The stone hasn't worn so much up here. Ouch. What was that? Interesting. Mistress, as you have discovered experimentally, this shrine is indeed powered. I wonder if this might do something. Nothing. What exactly are you expecting, mistress? This shrine is only a rock. A powered rock, but still a rock. The foil is only a storage device, mistress. If there is anything stored inside the Rebesque foil, mistress, it will require something else to be displayed. Let's see if we have any more luck with this. And then... by the goddess and all her fingers. Have I been asleep? Friends of yours, Six? Of course not, mistress. You do not know who I am. You can hear me? I know you're there. You won't sneak up on me, even if it's dark. Tell me your name. You should know me already. I should have you killed. I'd like to see you try. The guards will come. They will toss you into the rivers. You will freeze as you drown. What's wrong with your face? Are you so ugly? Why do you hide from me? Do you know about the observatory or a vault? Mistress, I was not aware of this. I've never sailed, so the vault will open for me when it's time. I can't feel my legs. The power is failing, mistress. You must ask what you want to ask. Tell me where you think you are. The orangery, of course. Where is Elpha? She screamed. The orangery? Above the Withering Palace, of course. What is the Withering Palace? Where is it? The Palace of Mechanicals! You would not understand. Have I been asleep? And she's gone. Mistress! The power in the plinth has failed. We'll have to take the foil back then. I'll be careful with you, I promise. I wonder what Huang would make of her. What was that thing I just spoke to? A recording, presumably. Much as Professor Mayari might send a recording of herself to converse with, recordings are responsive, as you know, but fixed in manner. They are broad, but not deep. That is their nature. But I spoke to it. It spoke back. You are surprised, mistress? Tell me, right now, who do you believe yourself to be talking to? There is no one here but you. That's a good question. You have a brain, don't you? You like to pretend you do. I do not understand robot minds, mistress, despite being equipped with one. But Master Renbo once described a robot as a mirror. Its reflection will vary as it is shifted, and yet the mirror itself contains nothing. Who do you think she was? The ghost in the shrine? I will not speculate, mistress. So the ghost was royalty. At least. How old was that recording, Six? Evidently, it is hard to be certain, mistress. I would guess almost 350 years. And she's been stuck inside a figurine all that time? The child you spoke to is not stuck anywhere, mistress. Evidently, it is merely a recording. We were talking to the voice of a dead emperor? Indeed. Old emperors to advise new ones. Immortality of a kind. So I thought you said this place was thousands of years old. I was wrong, mistress. I was guessing. We're taking this with us? Nothing. Just a rock. This isn't a temple, then. It didn't look much like one. I don't know what I'm hoping for here. There's no need. Oh, there is no need. Evidently, it is quite powerless. The gardens here are remarkable, but the graves are surprisingly simple. No great tombs or mausoleums. Has this place been ransacked? It does not look to have been touched at all, mistress. Only grown over. Perhaps they believed their souls would return to the rivers. Did the emperors believe in Nalu? Come on, Six. Truly, a most fortuitous find, mistress. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Not just yet. There's still a little bit more that we can probably find here. I'm going to do one last look. The shrine outside the hermitage on the moon near Mersey. It was just like these, I suppose. And just like these, it had run out of power. That seems likely, mistress. Anyway, it doesn't look safe out that way. There's nothing but sky down there. So the Emperor hiding on the hideout moon. They brought the shrine and the foil with them. And they hid the foil inside the figurine. Whoever that recording was, they must have been important. If the last Emperor was truly intending to hide for the remainder of his life, well, mistress, I have observed that most humans do not wish to be alone. I wonder who she was. If the Emperor took the recording we met in the graveyard to the ruined moon and hid her, then it wasn't Renba who hid the foil at all. He didn't even find it. I am not going back across that, mistress. The odds of collapse multiply with every attempt. I strongly suggest we use the hopper to return to the ship. Your ethical core won't let you leave me. You're stuck with me. So come on. Rude. We've seen this design before. Evidently, it is remarkably like the sundial on Iox, mistress. So the Iox sundial must be an Empire period artifact. So is this sundial a copy of the one on Iox? Quite the opposite. I believe this sundial to be significantly older than the one on Iox, mistress. Furthermore, this one was not made on Iox. So where was this sundial made? An interesting question, mistress. I will consider the matter. So was the Ioxian sundial based on this one, perhaps? A copy? It is quite possible. Only this one appears as though it might work. So whoever copied the garden sundial for the university, they didn't know that it was what it was they were copying. They didn't know how it was supposed to work. That's almost funny. So much has been lost, mistress. There's an inscription here around the stones at the base. This one is a broken piece. Let's see. Stay warm and safe. All right. Stay warm and safe. Done. Yeah, not much else there. Anything here? Let's see here. Oh geez, that's a lot of time. Definitely a garden. This chamber was some form of arboretum. There are traces of a wide variety of plants here. What happened to them? The inevitable process of settling. Those most suited to this place survived. Those that were fragile here died. But the real question is the Withering Palace. If that recording was made here, who knows what else was recorded? Who knows what they know? Really, mistress? The shrines are the graves of emperors. Lots of them. A graveyard? Very good, mistress. We have found initial evidence of one more new location, a pre-Empire site. Are you ready to go, mistress? Soon. We've still got a little bit more. I want to go back through the door in the Arboretum. So are robots capable of hope? Certainly. We calculate odds, of course. But even the most unlikely outcomes must always eventually occur. Hope is a mathematical certainty. Let's see what's down here. I kind of missed it earlier. What's this? It's a heavily scratched sexton carved with an image of a bird. I think it dates from ancient times. It's indescribable. Or it's incredible and ancient. The wings have been etched with all that. This one is a fractured fragment from an even longer piece. When winds move into light, a device for watching the winds and flows of the rivers. Invaluable, especially if you didn't have a robot. Another find. Down there, 6. She's a beautiful ship. I'm lucky I found her. Moving on. Do you like other robots, 6? I have not spent much time with them. But you have met some. A few. They have always struck me as rather predictable. Interesting. Well, I'm glad I stuck around. If this place is a graveyard, what does that make you, goddess? I've got it. She's a death goddess, welcoming people to the afterlife. And she's much older than everything else here. Interesting. All right, let's go. We can finally find the Withering Palace. A curious place, mistress. So much water. If we could ship it, you would be very rich. We could make Elbereth bloom. Maybe I could tell someone about the place. That whole moon six. It must have once been filled with voices like hers. A head atop every shrine. All talking. Arguing. Laughing. That place was a haven. And now you could hear a pebble drop. Mm-hmm. I'm going to rest 6. Very good, mistress. Where shall I take her? We're going back to Elbereth. We have reason to visit everyone in Elbereth right now. Oh, you could do more than that. That's small talk. We're visiting Timor as well. I hate this place. What does our map currently look like? We can go to the Withering Palace at any time. Still don't know what the deal is with the colossal statue. I would say the Citadel is older than the slums. Of course it is. Slums don't last very long. I've never heard of an Empire period graveyard before. The Holy Empire was founded on a belief in rebirth. They believed in the loop. Graveyards were unnecessary. Perhaps the emperors did not believe in the loop. Humans, I have observed, are fickle. Good faith to you. Yes? How are the crops? Well enough, thank you. Be well. Let's pay Timor a visit.
Laughter, shouting, crying, all at once. The sound of 1,000 people packed up like a box of oranges.
What the heck do the options look like right now? Not great. There is too much information here. It is most unpleasant. Aaliyah, you're back. I told you to call me El. Do you know what El means, Aaliyah? It means moon. You can't be called Moon. Might as well call you Rock. I will wait here, mistress. Enjoy. I need it today. Hyox will do that to you, I hear. Can I talk to... There we are. Timor, do you ever see Oroy? She never comes down here anymore. You two were inseparable once. I caught you stealing my Raki cask when you were too small to carry it, let alone drink any. We drank it well enough. Lucky I watered down all my barrels. Oh my, Aaliyah, how you've grown. I found a moon pouring in water. Water cascading down a mountain. Waters in rivers. Water bubbling in fountains. Sounds like a paradise. It was a graveyard. The water that comes from the dead is not for drinking, Aaliyah. Bartenders know about this kind of thing. You don't understand how much water there was. The whole population of the nebula couldn't drink all the water there was. So there was water for the taking, was there? I think it was owned by the emperors once. But they're not going to ask for it back. Interesting. Where was it? In Ghost's Wake. But you don't sail, do you? Me? I have a bar to run. Now, look here, I have a present for you. A water flask. It does look like something from at least the earliest Empire period. I found a carved motif across the side. There's a few words in this one. What else is there here? Not much. That's a word I don't know at the end. I guess we just fill up what we can. Which really isn't much, to be honest. Okay. What am I missing here? Oh, probably this at the front. Oh, really? Okay. This comes from the same place as the compass and the scratched stylus I found earlier, I think. This should help us search out, work out where to search. What do I owe you? Nothing. Just don't stop stopping by. Now, drink up. Where do you get your artifacts from, Timur? If I tell you, will you promise not to share? It's a trade secret. Who would I share it with? The beasts on Iox. Are you above that? I thought you were a bartender. I am a bartender. But you know the sort of people I sell drinks to. Just tell me. All right. People find them for me, Elia, floating in the wash. There's a particular place, a loop of the nebula, not far from here. Quite empty, quite abandoned, and very old. Now, it is as though every ship that flew past it fell to pieces and scattered their cargo to the waves. Perhaps there was a monster, but it has long since gone to sleep. Can you show me the place? Look for the sign of the crossing lines. Thank you, Timur. Please flood your sails. But please, Elia, don't take it all for yourself. I'd best be going.
The cool rucker burned my throat, and Timur smiled.
See you around, Timur. Don't be a stranger. Come on, 6. Time to leave. We have one new artifact to consider. Should we return to the ship now, mistress? I want to pay a visit to Olroy. I also want to pay a visit to, whatever his name was. The junk dealer. It seems unlikely, and yet there are so many people. Let's head for the ship 6. As you wish, mistress. Oh, wait, no, fuck, shit. I derped up and did not do what I meant to do. Well, we'll come back, I guess. I guess we could head to Iox. We need to visit Oroy at some point anyway before we go to the, what do you call it? Before we go to the next area. Because we need to get the thing that Oroy has back. Withering Palace, Pre-Empire. Wow, we just have all of the various sites already uncovered. Let's go to Iox. The University of Iox. I've spent most of my adult life on Iox. We're going to visit Huang and not talk to the headmistress at all. Because that's not what we're here for. Aaliyah, always a pleasure. Hey, Huang. Can I? There we go. I've got a few things for the curators. Glad to hear it. The something else. Decorated silver blade fragment. Carved dagger from the hideout moon. Something else. Something else. Battered incense burner is a good one. Take a look at this battered incense burner. Interesting. I've seen something else like that, I think. Only this one was inscribed. Let me see now. Yes, this is it. It was a dented metal lantern. Let's see. That's probably not right. That probably is, though. Liberate? Yeah, that's probably not right. So, what else is it? Toward sunrise. Send away darkness? Do you have any more like that? Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. The curators will be most interested in the battered incense burner, I'm sure. Here you go. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Welp. How goes it, 6? Wang should be back pretty soon. Oh no, he's already down there. We have a mug. Let's see here. Here we go. What do you think of this flagon? No. I've seen something a bit like that, if I remember, only inscribed. Now, where's that volume? Yeah. Yes, Wang? This is the script from a metal goblet. It was found while digging under the canteen here on Iox, back in my RE supervisor's time. Okay. I figured there would probably be a combination word. In goblet in hand, I'm guessing. That's a lot of glyphs, but I'm confident that says goblet. Sail towards... Well, we already know the word for nebula, so that's not nebula. Harvest, bottom. Sail towards bottom of goblet. Do you have any more like that? Let me see. How about this? This was marked onto an earthenware festive cup. It was found in an Elberethian something. Okay. Tiny witch drink. Tiny cup. Ah, yes. I must remember to mark all of my spoons with tiny spoon, big spoon. I'll never guess. Do you have any more like that? Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. Shall I archive the flagon? Take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Time to leave. Before a certain someone notices. Do it. We're not talking to Mayari. Mostly because I want the crown to be on hand when we visit the Withering Palace. It's possible that we can do something with it. All right, let's visit Elbereth again and not screw it up again. You don't tell me what to do, 6. However, I will let you tell me what to do. I still don't know why the normal gate word stopped working. It always worked before. Still, now I have a way through, I suppose. Maybe the gate doesn't like me carrying this dagger. Excuse me. Oh man, now I've got the hay fevers. Yes. Hello, Molly. Oh god, I am like... I too am a mucus factory today. Let's see here. Come and pray. You gonna get tea going? All right. Done. Finished. Come and pray. Was Elbereth a place for pilgrims? I didn't know that. Cabana. Oh man. We're inside the Citadel. Yes. I wanted to ask about a man named Renba. I don't talk about my customers. So Renba was a customer. If he was, I wouldn't talk about him. You're not going to help me. If you're looking for a worker, I will. But you'd better bring him back fit to work, unlike your friend Renba. I want to talk to the man Renba brought back. You want to hire one of my stock? What's the laborer's name? Whatever you like. Just tell me what Renba hired the man for. How would I know? I bound his arm. I didn't listen to his stories. Listen to me. I won't hire anyone. Then you can pay to see him. If you'd rather be a Huacus than a Micus, it's all the same to me. What's a Huacus? Water preserve me. You ever traded a lamb for a kiss on the mouth? Well, maybe today's your day, Huacus. How much to ask him some questions? Listen, Salavois. Your Ioxian friend shattered my man's arm bone into 100 little bits. The bits are swimming around inside his skin like hungry maggots. He's never going to work again. Like as leather, you're the last chance he's got to earn himself a meal. So pay your dues. I'll pay him. I won't pay you. I'll make you a deal. You take him off my hands for nothing. And you look after him. Oh, wow. Yazi, get out here. I had no idea you could do that. I know miracles happen. What time is it? Greet your buyer. Mistress, please. Good faith and greetings to you, Micus. Let's make one thing clear. You're free. Yes, Micus. As you say, Micus. Good luck. Your name's Yazi? Micus? What does Micus mean, Yazi? Better. I'm not your better, Yazi. I'm from Elbereth too. You are from you are from Iox, I think, just as the other one was. You were hired by a man from Iox? Janiki Renba. You have it right? The Micah's name was Renba? I do not think he will hire me as I am now. Where were you digging? Somewhere on Elbera? No. Away. How did you break your arm? We were using a winch to raise up broken rock. The winch had been strung together from a few old poles, a big hook someone found. There was too much rock. The whole thing keeled over sideways. I jumped out of the way. Not far enough. What were you digging that needed a winch? A hole, mistress. A very deep hole indeed. What was Renba looking for? What did he find? Do you know? I do not know. I was hurt before he found anything. So, where did Renba have you working? We sailed to a moon. Everett was visible in its skies. There was nothing there, but he made us dig. we found something. What did you dig up for, Renba? I do not know. We had just uncovered a spar of wood when the winch fell on me. I was brought back here. Wood, not metal? No. Ew, that arm definitely looks bad. No robots, then. Can you find Renba's moon again? I think so. I think so, yes. But not on a map. I would need to fly with you. You can point it out to 6. I cannot. I only saw glimpses of the clouds where we worked. Let's go back to the ship. We can talk there. Time to go, mistress. Not just yet. We have one more thing. Actually, 2 more things. I'll take you to Iox. Lots of people sit around on Iox. I do not want to sit around. I want to work. Wang will find something for you in the library on Iox. You'll enjoy the company. Mikey's? It's not the worst idea, I suppose. I hope your friend is still here, mistress. Just so you know, Molly, I would highly recommend not adding anything to the fire right now. It is very, very close to the limit. Good. Quickly. Come in. Wait, Aaliyah? Did you hire a laborer? He's helping me find something. Find what? Your humanity? What, is he your bodyguard or something? In case you annoy someone who pushes back? He was working on a dig site off Moon. I'm going to find it. And he couldn't just draw you a map? No, he couldn't. I couldn't. But I can take you there. I remember the rivers when they're in front of us. We got the laborer, by the way. That thing you brought in. What did you make of it? First things first. Where did you find it? How? A box on an empty moon. Of all the boxes you could open. The real puzzle is, how did it get where it was? The place looked like someone had been living there. Was it the Emperor sent into exile when the Empire fell? Don't tell me you found where they sent him! There was evidence there that led us to an Emperor's moon. But that doesn't prove the Emperor lived there, of course. I think maybe he did. Did you ever hear of the Great Forge? A moon used in the early Empire for crafting complex devices. I've never seen anything so obviously made there before. Did you say devices? I think this sort of thing was common in the Holy Empire. Things people wore, things they carried, they were all functional, active. But did you find out what the crown does? I have no idea. I didn't try to turn it on. But you could. Are you serious? It's hundreds of years old. I mean, perhaps if I knew what it was that powered by. But if I put the wrong amount of flow through it, I'll smoke the foil. I don't think we'd stay friends. This forge, Oroy. Is it real? Not just a myth? It must have been real, and huge, employing hundreds, maybe thousands of people. Where? I have no idea. You're the archaeologist. The crown, Oroy, I need it back. And in one piece. Honestly, I'd rather it wasn't here. I'll keep it safe. About that, yeah. But you have to always remember that it costs... it always does one attack before attempting to make a shield, so you need to remember about that last attack. I found a strange metal hoop. A hologram came out of it. Let me see. I recognized it immediately, of course. The neck hoop from a robot. But it won't do anything without a core. It needs something to project. Last thing I noticed is it's badly made. Robots are beautifully, delicately crafted machines. This is an Empire period copy. The Katka's Gate. How do you get all your tools and things through it? It stopped working for me when I was carrying something sharp. Yes, it does that. The best way for you to get around it? No idea. I have a foil in my arm, so it doesn't bother me. I've heard of those. Good for you. Don't trouble your pretty head about it. We do need more logs. Also, I've got some bad news. We lost a bunch of games today, and one of them was Stray. So you have a foil in your arm? It's not deep. And it's only a small one. Nothing much. Just enough for the gate to recognize you. Alright. Time to go. Yep. That's the one. We have located one new location of interest, Renba's dig site. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? We've still more. To Tappy's, where we will trade something valuable for something of questionable value. How old are you, Yazzie? 34, mistress. I began working in the market when I was 8. 34? You could have been at the orphanage with me in Oroy. An orphanage would have been a luxury. My parents sold me to her. Are your parents still alive? No. Okay.
Cabinets glinting with gold and polished glass.
Now, my dear, what happened to you? What do you mean, what happened to me? I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to your friend. I was hit by a winch. Ouch! Well, don't steal anything or I'll crush your other hand. I don't trust slaves. I'm very sorry, but I don't. I wouldn't either. But I'm not a slave anymore. She says so. Indeed I do. I found a few items you might be interested in. Hold on to it. I'm all out. Clean. Come back some other time. So, Tappy. Your shop is full of stuff, Tappy. What do you mean you've got nothing to trade? All this? All this is worthless. I'm sure more will flood in soon enough. I could show him the crown, but that sounds like a very bad idea considering he's already tried to steal something from me once. Alright. This time we're going to the Withering Palace with the crown. And I am looking forward to this. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Yeah, let's get out of here. This way, mistress. And so we left the surface of Elbereth with a badly wounded man. We should probably do the Renba's site before we do the Withering Palace. Maybe, but we already missed it. So we did the we just finished the garden, but the Withering Palace is our next destination after this. But I guess we're going to Renba's dig site. You sure you can find the moon, Yazi? Quite certain. I can find a place where the Ioxian had us working, Micus. Without me, I do not think you would ever find it. What makes it so hard to find? It is a rock. In a sea of rocks. But I know which rock. Then let's go. We're going to take Yazi there, because surely he knows. Now, what we never told Yazi was we already know. But I kind of want to see what his reaction is. Yeah, so we're going to sail to Renpa's dig site, then take Yazi to Iox, then take Sayuri back to Elbereth. He wants to be useful. He really does. He wants to work. And this is the closest to working that he'll ever come. What with the broken arm and all. We're going the right way? I do not know, Micus. It's your job to know, though. That's why we got you. When he took us there, he did not let us look out of the window. Let's see. I believe Renba's dig site should be somewhere here. Yeah. I think we found it. Let's bring her into land 6. That's kind of what I'm worried about. Unfortunately, people were very mistake heavy really early on, and that led to a chain of criticals. No one ended up just waiting for the heat to go down.
We trudged across the surface of a tiny moon. Nothing but dust and towering stone.
This is the place? This is it, Micus? It is quite remarkable, mistress. This place is actually worse than Elbereth. Much worse, Maya Mickey. That's our home you're talking about, 6. His home, mistress. Merely your birthplace. You did well to leave. I didn't leave Elbereth. Professor Mayari scooped me out of the orphanage and carried me away. But now you have done the same to me. Same for me. What would Renba be looking for out here? There's nothing. Nothing we can see, certainly. What is this thing, Yazi? For lifting. This is how we ran the winch. There are tracks running from it. Made for a cart, I suppose. Someone was building something? Not exactly, Micus. Not for robots. He wouldn't use robots. Why didn't Janiki use robots for the dig? It must have taken forever to excavate all this. I believe the answer is obvious, mistress. I believe the answer is obvious, mistress. Well, 6, enlighten me. Why didn't Renba use robots? Robots cannot keep secrets, mistress. Every robot has a master. Even you? Certainly. Mayari is my primary user, mistress. There's something etched here. But this is not an ancient site, mistress. This one is a phrase. Boop. Boop. Many boop. Yet. What is up must yet fall down. What is up must yet fall down, indeed. I hope this doesn't all collapse. It's a powerful frame. Renba must have been doing some heavy lifting. Which way, Yazi? Follow me. Yazi's just happy to be here. Mistress, I must warn you, I do not trust him. I do not believe he is being honest with you. I suspect there is something here of value he wishes to retrieve. What's that? Bless the waters.
There were tents, carts, ropes, and platforms. Rember must have had an army working here. And yet he had left it all behind, just like that.
Here is what we did for him, makers. The pit we dug is within, and it is deep. It must be some pit. What did Renba find? An eagle? Did he find more robots? I do not know. What were you digging for, Yazi? He did not say, but he showed no mercy, makers. None. So all this was built before Renba went to Mersey. Renba must have found something here. Something that led him into the cyclones. The robes in the brooch, perhaps? There's the cart for transporting rubble. We dug deep into the rock below. Something etched into the metal. This one is a fractured fragment from an even larger text. Robots' law is fair. Hey, nice. Good. So it is robots' law is fair. This is heavy equipment. Where did Renba get all of this from? From Other Earth, I suppose. I would suggest it comes from a mine or a quarry. I would believe it is itself old. How long did all this take? I don't know, makers. He used workers in shifts, a few weeks and then change. The work was hard. The air here is thin. But what was Renba looking for? Why go to all this effort? Hello?
How do I sound?
You sound good. Did you get a new microphone or something?
A friend gave me a new headset,
Ooh.
so I'm headsetty again. So, but I don't know what it sounds like. If it's okay, then I'm happy.
It sounds good.
Good. Can you give me a stream?
Hold up. Do.
Thank you.
Yep.
I had an idea for a salamander bot because like when just few people access the chat, it's kind of hard, you know. I cannot make the salamander not like burst out. I cannot create shields in my own.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if there is a way to just check chat count. I don't know.
Yeah, like I think we talked about that where it like if it was like scaling on the amount of people in chat.
Yeah. And then I showed you how many bots are in chat and that, yeah.
It's difficult. I get it.
Yeah.
But like I was thinking about maybe if there was like a function where you could basically delay the attacks of the salamander, have them not happen as often. So maybe if there was like a function where you could talk to the salamander, like give it riddles, and that would basically keep not like calm the salamander, but like distract it.
Yeah.
So the attacks doesn't happen that often. It's probably too hard to code, but in my head I had like, how about you can talk to the salamander and give it riddles, and then the salamander goes searching the internet for the riddle and tries to find the answer. And as long as it does that, it's not gonna do the attack that basically resets the amount of time it takes for it to do an attack. That'd
Hmm.
be a cool function to just, scour the internet while you're watching the stream to find like riddles.
I have no idea what form that would take. That'd be weird.
I know, but like something, to just have another way than logs to keep the salamander busy.
Mhm.
Talk to it to calm it down
Wood
or
chips,
divert
maybe.
it.
I mean, wood chips are basically the short-term solution to everything, right?
I mean, yeah, that would also like if you can just, I don't know, pile up a stack of wood chip to distract it so the salamander doesn't go for games but goes for the stack of wood chips.
Uh, yeah, I was actually thinking of something about that where you could have some sort of buffer to lower how much damage each attack did or something like that.
I want to build a sandcastle but out of wood chips and then the salamander like flamey dragon coming to attack it.
Yeah, because right now, things are pretty dire already. And
I know.
we're like 4 days in. Are they attached to you as children, perhaps? I don't know what he asked. What makes you ask that? Master Renba had one for a time as well. He brought it I brought it to the market on Elberath when I was hired. All robots look the same to me. I do not know how to tell them apart. Hold up a moment. Yeah, because if we look at how many, like just how things look, it ain't great.
No, it ain't great.
I didn't even realize we still had Weird West in here. Huh. I thought
And the
Weird West
games
had
that
decayed.
the games that burn are gone forever, right?
Yep. I mean, I could play them off stream. I could play them during like Discord streams, I guess. But that's
Yeah,
about
but
it.
that's like you're cutting into your own flesh. I get it, but like Stray would be a great game for you to play.
I
It
know.
would be very on brand, and now it's gone forever.
Yeah. That one hurt. That one was just like, oh god damn it.
Maybe you could have like um a resurrection thing where someone just spends a shit ton of wood chips.
I mean, if they added it back to using wood chips, I wouldn't say no to that.
Okay, so that basically is a resurrection thing where you just like I have a bunch of wood chips and I'm gonna resurrect this game from the ashes.
Yeah. You're basically just taking a story that was never told and telling it to the salamander for the first time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird right now. I was honestly hoping that there would be not as much enthusiasm, but I don't know. I tried to explain as much about overheat as I could, and people were still causing explosions. So, eh. Eh. Maybe this is one of those things that's just easier to explain with a graphic or something like that.
I when like story wise, when overheat is happening,
Mhm.
is Björn and Soil at the campgrounds?
I don't think I ever decided on that. Oh, another carving. I never found this carving. Of course, the carvings are completely randomized, so I have no idea what this one would be.
Strong as rock.
Well, that was easy.
It makes sense on a support post.
Yeah. We also found one that was just like, what goes up must come down, which, yeah. A request
But
for
my
strength. Added by the builders to keep buildings safe. Writing must seem like magic to those who can't read. Magic spells!
Yeah. But why I'm asking who's there, it could be like you could have like at a certain amount of piles, like one of them would say a warning, like soil like screams from the background. Stop adding logs. You're just burning his fury.
What
No.
I was thinking I might do is I might detect how many times someone or each person has added logs during an overheat event, and for like the first 3 times that it would force it into a explosion, it's just a freebie, and just nothing happens. That way you can actually be free to make the mistakes, but it won't cost everyone something. Now, if you
Yeah,
keep
but
making the
you have,
mistakes, that's on you.
but if you have people who know what they're doing,
Hmm.
who go for an exact amount of logs and they add logs and they just poof, that's also very annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you like some friends? We could set up a play date. I am quite content, mistress. Oh god, I've missed 6 just being like, I want friends. Tied up from the outside. My scanners do not suggest there is anything inside. As I told you, they all left. That's fine, we have lots of sharp things. Today we have on our persons a shard of glass, a knife, or a dagger, and an entire silver sword. So,
So it just turns into hidden object games where everything is just one use.
oh god. So, I actually really like hidden object games. I find
Me
them very
too.
quaint. I don't usually find them to have very good stories, but they are fun.
And then you haven't played the right games though, because some of them have great starts.
Yeah. I've a while back I played like the what was the game called? It was the Artifacts Mundi series. I don't know if you've ever heard of Artifacts Mundi, but they are a common hidden object game
Okay.
peoples. But both me and Desalona share a love for them.
Played a lot of them because like I have a big fish account and
6. Why don't you wait with Yazi? I would be delighted to, mistress. Please do not do anything dangerous in there.
Darkness.
we're gonna do all the dangerous things.
We're gonna turn
An
on all the
enormous
things.
pit had been cut into the rock below. It must have taken days to do, weeks even.
What could be down there to be worth all of this? I wish I could honestly do Aaliyah's voice, but I can't even come close.
He has a very smooth, dark voice.
Yeah. I do, or she does?
Like
Molly.
I have a female voice, but like I couldn't do that voice. I don't think I could.
Yeah. An inscription. By the way, first time that I came through here, this was the inscription that said, what goes up must come down." So we got that one already. So I don't know what this one says.
Is it randomized?
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the parts of the game are randomized each playthrough. Bless this thing. It's something to do with life.
House of like building of life would be a house, right?
Yeah. Bless this house. This beam might have been from an Elberethian home. There's something over there. Some kind of machine on that platform. Can I... There was something to interact with, goddammit. So how is your day, Molly?
In the morning.
I guess this is what crushed Yazi's arm. Yes, Yazi's arm is broken. They rebuilt it, kept on working. It's not very good lifting equipment. Ah, yes, and now we've gotten to basically where we were at the end of last overheat. God damn it, I was
Is
hoping.
is she saying that the archaeology is underfunded?
That
If
what?
you
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, this is bad equipment. Yeah, archaeology is underfunded. It's everywhere. It's the same problem throughout galaxies.
This is what I saw from the winch platform. Oroy would love this. Maybe Renba bought it from her. From the lights, perhaps? Let's see now. Turn it on. Light.
Big red buttons.
Wooden walkways spiraled down, held together by ropes and luck. You could tell this place was built by Elberethians.
This whole thing feels oddly like walking into a trap. Walkways poised to collapse. A pit big enough to hold an eagle. How big are eagles?
Is eagle maybe like the name for a type of ship?
I don't know. The only way to understand a trap is to trigger it.
You're saying what happening now is that you mean salamander questing tendrils of salmon and flames pass up the stalker shadow of Chernobyl, but it's too small to sate its appetite.
Yeah, we've gotten to the point where everything is too small.
Yeah, and I probably have like 30 locks to put on it. Doesn't really make any difference.
Not right now. Did I mention that gaining more shields increases the amount of logs you gain?
Yeah, but I don't even have enough logs to create one shield if a shield is created at around 1,000 logs.
Yeah. Whoops. I did not mean to go back up. Cross back.
Is there a way to translate wood chips into logs?
A lot of people have asked that. And I have never put it in because for a while you could actually buy wood chips. And I eventually took that particular feature away.
Know the waters. That was a little close.
Not that way.
That way then.
There's no way I could jump that. You've jumped further gaps before. This plank was loose. Drag the plank. This is the section I missed the first time I came here, by the way.
Why do you say it with the same intonation as you say crap people?
I don't know. Plank people? Here goes nothing. You can always put the plank back. You're not that weak, Elia. Come on. Well, there's certainly something buried down here. But I can't make out what. There's something here. An edge. And another ladder. Wow. Amazing powers of deduction. I can't really see anything. Piles of cloth. It survived well. Nothing to make it rot, I suppose. I wonder what Yazi and Six are up to. Playing poker. Six doesn't even have hands.
He does have attachments.
Apparently Six does not. Previous robots did. Renba was really after my job, wasn't he? Strange he never asked for help.
Is that? Oh, it's a mast.
Yep. A wooden spar? Inset with metal rings for ropes. What? Aaliyah, why? Ow.
You fool!
What? I tripped on something. But I'm alright. Whatever I tripped over, I can't find it now. Yeah, what did you trip over?
You need a broom.
A what?
A broom, clean off the dust.
Oh, apparently.
When you
I
get to the
don't
other
think I
machine.
have anything like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and spoil this now. What he was searching for was a ship, and he found that ship.
Yeah, you're standing on it.
Yes.
The question is, how did he know the ship was here?
That is a fantastic question that we're not going to answer, probably. Can I... Aaliyah! Another plank. Longer than the ones higher up.
Go on, plank to plank.
Well, here goes. Hoot-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Such dainty movements.
There!
And then the smug grin of their face.
Bits of metal, fittings, eyelets, hooks, spare parts, and something else. There's something here. A fragment from a nebula chart, dating from the early Empire. I hardly recognize any of the river shapes. Ah, yes. This was also in a different location than the previous playthrough. We have so many words to show.
Palace of Goddess.
Oh, apparently not. So that's the word for truth. Princes? I don't know. And this is something like time, long-lasting sentience. Friends?
I would no, because I think we had a translation for friends, and I think it had something. It had love in it or something, like beloved person.
Princes then? Or potters?
Potters, as in someone making pots.
I believe so. Seems like a weird word to put into this, given what we know about these.
It's the palace of the Potters, of Harry Potter's parents.
Oh no. Have you ever read all those books?
I have read them in German and in English.
What do you think of the movies when they came out?
I liked them. Now, I read the first book when I was 11, and then every year a new book came out, and then just as the movies, I grew up with them.
Yeah.
So I wrote fan fiction for them.
Oh yes, you told me about that.
And I mean very long, 40,000 words, cheesy, edgelordy fan fiction, okay?
Enough fan fiction that you could add an entire another Harry Potter book?
Probably could, but it wouldn't be child appropriate.
But is it as bad as My Eternal?
I don't know.
Also, goddamn it, Leah.
She just breaks shit wherever she goes. She got Lara Croft vibes.
Okay. Does she have Lara Croft vibes? Because Laura seems to wander into traps intentionally that are intended to break. But I actually...
Aaliyah. Didn't she just upstairs say, like, the only way to understand the trap is to trigger it?
I suppose she does, yeah.
And I mean, Uncharted and Tomb Raider did the same thing, where you have these archaeologists with guns walk into shit and break absolutely everything.
Yeah. Alright. I know most of these words. I'll guess the last. Wow. You mean literally the last word? Okay. What is it? Okay, from the serpent's eye. Slaves, metals, tears. Tears? From the serpent's eye?
Is
Yeah.
mind, water, and rock.
I think that that's enough to go on with tears.
Wait. Days doesn't make sense because that would have some time sign in it. I'm thinking about metals. Because, like, liquid from rocks, you can melt metal. I don't know if that makes sense.
Hmm.
I don't know why rocks would be in tears.
Sure. We can always change it.
The serpent's eye is a place, right?
Yeah. What's a serpent's eye?
Good evening, everybody.
Izzy, would you like to help us translate more stuff?
I would love to help you translate more things. Let me get on it.
You sound tired, though.
You sound very tired.
I'm a little sleepy.
I messaged you
Isn't it
earlier, but I
bedtime?
guess you were too sleepy.
I was away and also on a nap. I think at that time.
Ah,
That I have had liquids to help me be sleepy now.
you are the second person that has come into my chat today that has had liquids to help them be sleepy.
I need
The
to
serpent's
go.
eye was a source of treasure. So metals from the serpent's eye is the right translation.
I don't know about that because they were mining iolite.
Maybe metal. Is metal
Maybe-
like a confirmed translation, or could
We
it
were
also
trying
like
to find really
We-
hard music. Okay.
We were guessing. Also,
maybe it's more
Izzy,
like minerals?
Izzy,
Yes.
I want you to know that it appears to be my destiny to lose every sanguinary guard that I ever get.
How is it you lose the best unit you've been given every time?
I keep thinking that they're way more durable than they are and fly them into
They
bad
are.
situations.
They are glass cannons, man. They will look at something and tear them apart, but if they get looked at too hard, they will also get torn apart.
Yeah, I sent them directly next to a Tyrannofex, and they
no,
they wiped
honey,
out half of the
no.
Tyrannofex's health. Then it turned around and ate 3 of them.
Oh, honey, no. They're basically, if you want to think about it, they're like jump packs, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
with like a really heavy machine gun.
Hmm.
You should think of them as someone with a machine gun with like paper for armor. So they're gonna jump in and just go ramble on them, and then they die if they get made fun of emotionally.
Also, this was not breath. Now I know that that's not breath. I don't know what that is. It doesn't have the word or the symbol for wind, which is the squiggly
Really
thing.
good.
Yeah.
I think it's air. That
It's-
makes the most sense.
I'm gonna go with song actually.
No, it doesn't have.
That's dumb.
I don't think it's song.
It's not song.
Don't think it's song. It's not house definitely. I think Izzy is correct about air.
Okay.
You're God
Because
damn
if
right
this
I
is Izzy, how much juice did you have?
am.
Izzy, what did you drink specifically
worry about
to
it. Don't
put
worry
you to
about
sleep?
it.
Oh God,
Don't
is
worry
it limoncello?
It was.
Also,
you
Izzy.
got the spicy tone in your voice. It's limoncello.
Oh no, Izzy, am I dealing with a drunk you? You have to tell me.
No, I'm actually sleepy. Like I've passed that. Like it's a small like spicy and then it gets sleepy.
Oh no.
So
Okay,
I'm fine.
Izzy, you have logs, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, it
Hey,
was.
Izzy,
Izzy, look at
you
you,
have wood,
the third
I have
largest
lots
number
of
of
wood.
logs.
You have lots of wood. Good.
Log.
Did the bot
Logs. Plural.
Ah, that's so much wood. Okay, can you throw like 700 logs
I
in
told
the
you I've
central?
got so much wood.
Yes, and now throw 700 logs in the campfire.
You may want to aim actually closer to 900 total, so probably closer to
Throw
600.
600 logs.
Yes. I'm just gonna say that right now to stop us from getting another crit chain and destroying like half of the campgrounds.
Okay. It's easy. What are you doing?
How much was that number? You gave me like 3 different numbers.
Okay, you add logs.
Yeah, I know. I was making a joke. How many logs do you
Okay.
actually want me to add? I got like
600.
400, 600.
Yeah, look at this person who never uses his logs anyway.
They're my logs. Only people who ask nicely can get my wood.
I mean, you could
I
just
beg
give
your
them to
word.
Molly.
No, seriously, give me some of your wood because I'm around more than you, and I need to do something about
Excuse
the
you.
overheat.
Alright.
Hey, Mr.
Is it
Bart.
give logs?
It's exclamation give logs, all one word, and then the person, and then the amount.
Oh god, is it Molly underscore copper again?
Hey, Mr. Bart. Bart's decided that he is going to be an absolute lover boy today. He has also been an extremely hyper cat today.
Are you not in the... Oh, there you are, you're VIP.
Yeah, I trimmed all your claws so you're not going to completely murderize me when you decide that it's time to do some kneading. I love having a cat. I just want everyone to know that. I love having a cat so much.
How many logs do I have now?
I mean, you have over 50,000.
I'm sorry.
What are you gonna do with all that wood?
I mean, to be honest, he could rejuvenate a lot of the campground so that the next crit doesn't obliterate something.
Izzy, I'm so grateful that you got your humor at the end of the day.
Your humor?
Yes.
Is there some context for this?
Well, look at Chad.
Why?
Because he can. He's making dirty jokes in a very subtle way.
I'm
Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome. I thought you could use some big wood.
very subtle.
Look, man, I'm very happy right now. I'm also very sleepy. Maybe I'm not out of spicy all the way.
Yeah.
What got you so happy?
Now then, Molly,
It's the woman
before we lose all these logs in some unfeasible way, I want you to remember that you got to aim for the point where the next attack that the campfire does hits the target. Not that you need to hit the target. Okay?
Just gotta be very careful with this.
So the salamander lashes out, gets logs from a game, adds them to its campfire, and
Then
that
it
amount.
attempts. Yeah, then it attempts to make the shield.
But that should be fine now, right?
Yeah, it should be fine. I just
Should
want
be.
you to know that that's the order of events.
But
sure
that
it's
also
okay.
means I have to check the games and maybe add logs to certain games, right?
Yeah.
What is? Oh god.
Hey, Bart. Bart.
Man.
Bart, I really love you on my lap, but you've still got claws that need to be trimmed, and I don't have a light to trim them right now. I don't think I want to attempt to trim a cat's claws while I have no light. That sounds like a recipe for getting my face just removed.
Face
Who would want that?
off.
What was? I'm confused now because you threw the two games list together. What's the command to check the?
It's just check
Games.
options. Same thing. 6. Where's Yazzie? Mistress, you may observe that Master Yazzie is no longer here. He explained I should wait here for you in case you cried out for help. Well, better start crying out for help.
Like a baby.
Everything is down so much.
Yeah. Which way did Yazzie go? Around the back of the tent, mistress. He did not explain his purpose. I really don't like doing my job. We'll have to find him. We can't leave him down here.
Wait, now I shouldn't add anything into it because that might go over it already.
I watched him walk away, mistress. Around the back of the tent, mistress. Yep, that is correct. You've got it.
Okay.
Are you okay over there?
Trace?
My brain hurts.
It'll be more...
It's a lot
Your
of-
pretty little head.
It's a lot of thinking early in the morning.
Mistress, it is not like
with
you...
the drunk Izzy.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Izzy, how much do we have to deal with the drunk Izzy?
Look, it was like half a shot, so like more than I'm used to.
You're
Mistress,
like
I do not wish to discuss this
I
further.
said this many times, and you're still like
Hold on,
surprised.
I'm gonna pause.
because you're so big.
Is he?
How can you be so long and be lightweight?
What?
I think we should ask those questions after the stream.
No, that wasn't even meant
Sorry.
that way.
Sorry.
Look, I paused, and then...
I'm gonna remove myself from this. Please go. Continue.
No, Molly. Izzy, don't. Oh god, is he already gone?
No, I'm here.
No,
Okay.
he's here.
I cannot hear people entering / leaving chat right now.
I'm sorry. I'll
can you-
take it.
Newt, I have a request. Could you maybe make a chat command where it's just like bonk certain person?
Oh,
Just like exclamation mark bonk Izzy, and then Izzy gets bonked. And maybe it's just, it's like the gif of the dog just
Yeah.
bonking. That'd be cool.
wait.
Well, I'm gonna encourage a new command.
Maybe I should commission a bonk emote.
Bonk. Oh yeah, I can go for a bonk emote.
So I just
The
recently realized...
salamander bonking someone is it's like the one meme where like who won the D&D? There's no winner in D&D. You're wrong. The winner in D&D is who makes the game master make the most new rules. That's the winner.
Okay,
What do you think my goal in life has been in a way?
first of all, I've been on the receiving end of that, and that fucking sucks. Second of all, I just recently realize that I actually have the ability to add what do you call them? To make my own emotes in the Discord
True.
since I am now admin.
Who goes there?
Also, hello, the final countdown, and you mixed up the.
Do-do-do-do.
You have to when you add logs, you have to first put the name in the game and then the amount of logs in the end. Yeah.
Yep, you got it eventually.
Eventually.
You just woke up. Now is not the time for complex commands.
Yes.
I try to make them as uncomplicated as possible, and it still doesn't help. So today I'm actually very happy, and I'm just gonna chill right now because there's a lot of text and there's a lot of people to talk to right now. But I finally got rid of all of the dandelions in the front yard that were starting to flower, and I know that more will flower tomorrow. So I'm just going to sit here and be happy that I've removed dandelions.
Dandelion Slayer.
Yeah. I mean, it really is just like I went out there and I accomplished a goal, and I'm very happy. There's something about weeding that is viscerally calming to me. Like just on a very deep level, I get very carried away with weeding.
Yeah, that's kind of with me. Like whenever I mow, I kind of just lose my my brain just goes.
Yeah.
Like,
I usually put on some sort of audiobook so that I can just listen to it.
yeah, I don't do that. I just let my mind just get carried away with, like, just the noise of the lawnmower. And
Yeah.
Stuff.
Side note,
Yeah.
Mistborn, the I forget who the name. God damn it, who's the author of that? Really good series is what I'm saying.
It is Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah, Mistborn, the series by Brandon Sanderson. I just recently started getting into that, and well, I shouldn't say recently. I've already gone through the first book, but God, that series is good, and it's great for just putting on while I work on things.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of just like also just here and there talk to myself. Well,
Let's see. Let's look inside. All right, Izzy, are you sober enough or awake enough to help us with translations?
I can be here to help you with translations.
So I like crystals from the site of Renba's cache. Must have been mined during the Empire's period to make things like that brooch Renba found. There might be some evidence of that work left, or some artifacts from the connected sites. Little pieces. Pottery, metal shards, nothing significant. Though surprising to find out here, all the same. This one isn't sealed. The poker should do it. That poker is doing some work. I am currently already petting the cat, but you had no way to know that as I do not have the cat cam on. Unfortunately,
Yes.
it is also very dark, and even if I did turn on the cat cam, you would not be able to see the cat. I also cannot see which button is the cat cam.
that's how dark it is. Wow.
Yep. Oh, he's a good boy. Maybe you can listen to him instead.
Just purring in the background.
Can you hear him? I hope you can hear him.
I do not hear anything.
Oh, well, he's wandered off. Okay, I'm gonna turn on a light. All right. Just like on the other moon. Look at this. It's a chipped silver coin engraved with a creature dating from the early Empire. I don't recognize the face. No emperor I know. The edge has been decorated with small symbols, mistress. I can hardly see them, they're so tiny. Okay, I want everyone to take a look at this and just give the best guess as to what this says, without me putting anything in. Don't look at these. Don't even look at these. It's not like I have literally all the answers here.
I see an enemy stand.
Why the hell is true here? You can't fit true anywhere in here. This is the most untrue sentence I've ever seen. Fine. I believe you can be confident of your values, mistress.
They're good values.
Okay, so this is a combination of stay with place.
Remains.
Yeah? That makes sense?
Makes sense on a coin as well.
Value remains. I'd say that this comes from the same site as the fragment of paper and the dull crystal we found here before. People must have traveled to both these two places. This should help us locate the ancient site. But that's not all! I farted. I don't think that anyone would say that. By the way, control is also so small that the fire no longer eats things. But it also means that if a crit happens and it hits control, then control goes away for good. No, I have not. Here's something. A dagger. It looks like it dates from the early Empire.
That's a sword, not a dagger.
It's a very long knife.
That's also very complicated.
That is a lot of sharpened blade.
Chop, 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 chop.
Sharp. What do you want from me, game?
Sharp and blade. Oh, it's okay. Got the little thingy. Sharp blade cuts many.
Something many. I kind of wish that I could just lock this in and just be like, I don't know what the rest of this is. I assume it's cuts. Sure you do. It says cuts. It comes from the same place as the flagon. The one we found in the Emperor's graveyard. Having another artifact should help us find its location. This should help us work out where to look for its location. Okay. How many sites do we have that we haven't visited? There's the pre-Empire site there. The pre-Empire... This is the library. No, this is the library. This is another site. Have I missed... Did I miss just like a whole shit ton of sites in my first playthrough?
Maybe.
The Withering Palace 6. Somewhere in the Withering Ways, perhaps? Oh, geez, I wonder why it would be called the Withering Ways. The Emperor's body was an important find for Renba to make. Maybe even serious to someone. Imagine if someone was claiming to be the Emperor's loop. So Renba left a trail for Mayari to follow, starting with that brooch, and then he continued on his journey. So Renba found something else on that moon. The device missing from the roof, perhaps? Was that what he wanted? But why? Of a similar age to the previous. This one's also inscribed. The symbol's etched deep into the metal. So Izzy, what are your plans now that you have taken things to help sleep?
Be up for like another half hour, an hour, and go to bed.
Wait, so Remba took the telescope from the Emperor's isolation site?
Yeah. Probably? Let's see here.
No.
Lift.
Yeah,
Minecart
that makes
system?
sense. Yeah, lift Earth.
Yep.
Lift Earth. Okay. I really wish you could run in this game sometimes.
Yeah.
I have to, like, when you're done with the stream, I'm gonna show you the slowest RPG.
You know, Renva has seen that. He must have seen the goddess on Mercy too, but he didn't think to take it to them. He was so he was too concerned with his own finds. I wonder if I had met him, if I would have liked him.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Two
Also,
very headstrong people.
I just realized, where's that salamander? Oh,
Where is that salamander?
Yeah, where's Sally?
There it is.
Mandy.
Okay. So I forgot about something, which is that Mully has sent me a couple of things. Is this actually showing? Yes, it is. Fantastic. Hello, everyone. This is Newt. Buy reptiles the beautiful and the deadly. I don't know what this shirt is from. Yes, so
Twins-
Mully has sent me a thing a while back, and it finally arrived just recently. This is the salamander in what's the material, Mully? I forget what you call this.
Wool?
Uh, like what's the stitching called?
The is it crochet?
Crochet.
Crochet?
Yeah, crochet.
Crochet? Can
Yeah.
you make him curl into a ball?
Can I
Because
make
I
him?
love when he's
Does he?
yeah. You just put his just press his head down onto his chest and make his like his tail go around, and then you just have a salamander ball. It's just like, is it cute, baby?
Is it
Well,
cute?
not like that. You gotta work on that.
But yes, this is the adorable salamander that Millie has made for me. But this is not all. Let me go
Nice.
get the other part.
Oh.
Where did I put it?
He's so cute, and he fit into the poster roll so well. He just slid right in. Yes, Izzy, I know what he said.
Okay,
I know
so
what she said too.
Molly also sent me the first ever fan art that she's ever done for me. This is the
Oh, I forgot that I put the poster in.
Yep.
The Katsushika Hokusai.
What? Also,
yeah.
Jesus, this game likes to just go off on tangents while you're not looking. Don't worry, it was just robot talking to me. So a lot of people, well, some people may remember that a long time ago, I actually ended up playing a game called One Shot, and I very much enjoyed One Shot. So Molly, when she was still just going through a lot of my old playthroughs, ended up watching that playthrough and made this. And it is adorable. I actually put this up on Twitter, and a lot of people on the One Shot community really liked it too. So I'll be hanging that up somewhere. And then the other thing, and this one's a little bit harder to show. Oh god, it's stuck on. There we are. This one's a little harder to show. How do I guess we pull it back that way. But that's Zephnos during the second moonrise, right, Molly?
I think when he does all the weird transformation thingies.
Yeah.
And also there's Björn and Soil at the ground at the campground.
Yeah, and I feel like you captured the scale of this really well.
Hopefully.
Yep. Okay.
Definitely cat.
Hi, Bart.
I like the trees.
Yeah, the trees are all twisted
don't
and
know.
stuff.
Why I went with the trees, but I like the trees.
I like the wings, mostly.
Oh yeah, I think I took like 3 different reference pictures from the internet, and I think I went with dragonfly wings at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, and the last one is like that's from my time at university. The last poster that was like we had to pick an artist and make like an advertising poster for a fictional like.
Oh god, how do I? Okay, I guess I put it up that way.
For a fictional like what's it called again? Like a showing of their work.
Yeah.
And I picked Katsushika Hokusai, who is
Yeah.
the grandfather of manga.
Huh.
If you haven't looked into that at all ever. But he basically started manga as it is understood today.
Huh.
And he is also famous for the wood carvings and wood prints he made, and they have this weird, not weird, but like nice fading backgrounds with different colors.
Right.
So I still had some of those posters printed, and I thought maybe you need decorations for you need posters. Get frames, put up posters.
I do need posters. I was actually thinking, I was talking to Izzy about this earlier, but I was thinking of getting like a couple of displays from some of the Berserk frames. What?
I would love to get some displays. I just don't have walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd put him in my. I would love to put him in my bedroom no matter what, but like,
Well, when you get your own house, then you'll have
no,
walls.
I would still put him in just my bedroom.
Oh, okay. Either way, if anyone has ever seen like the various, a lot of the more notable frames from Berserk, there's just some really good frames out there that just, oh my god. Anyone
Yeah,
who says that Berserk got worse as time goes on does not know anything about art. Like in terms of the art just kept getting better.
Did I tell you the story of like he had his assistants give him a digital thing to help him work faster?
I don't think you did.
And no, okay, so like he worked pen on paper for a long time, but some assistants got him a digital method so that he could work faster and more efficiently because he puts a lot of work into his panels. And they had to peel him off because he said, "Oh, I have this digital thing. I can put even more detail into it." They're like, no, that's not what this is for.
Jeez. God bless that man, and it sucks that he's gone and died. But
Why can I not add logs to the campfire, Newt?
Look how many logs you do have.
I just got 20,000 logs from Izzy. I should have enough logs.
I don't know. I think he used them all.
Check logs?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, what the hey? Izzy,
did I
how
get
many
the
logs
log?
do you have?
It's
That's a
over
great
50,000.
No,
You
that's
used to
Well,
have-
it's 30
oh.
something now.
okay. So where the hell did it go? Okay,
Where
how
did the
many?
logs go?
Where did the logs go? Okay, well, this is something I can at least fix.
Hold on,
Well,
like
The salamander bot said that Izzy gave me 20,000 logs.
Yeah, but what it says
And
and
all of
sometimes
that
what
is-
happens doesn't work out.
Yeah, okay.
I got mine subtracted appropriately. It looks like.
Yeah, let me.
But I didn't get the wood. The delivery is not completed. Where's my wood?
Look, I did my part. Nature hasn't let it done its part.
Yeah.
Izzy.
We need some
What?
TCP over
Do-
here.
How else do you... Are you trying to bonk me right now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just gonna give you
Somebody
the
get the
logs manually real
TCP.
quick, Molly.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to look into why. For some reason, I thought that give logs wasn't working correctly, but it seemed like it went off correctly, and then I guess it just never gave them to you. So we will just throw them at Molly. Molly Copper.
Also, you know what, guys? I got half the PC parts yesterday.
Ooh.
The
Was it-
case, the graphic card, and I think the CPU cooler, because I had to order from 2 different sites, but I got half the parts, and I'm just waiting for the other part, and then I have to make the grand assembly.
Right. Okay. Check your logs again, Molly.
Oh, I got so much wood. Okay, thank you.
The delivery has
Chuck
a.
that onto the fire.
Don't chuck all of it. That's no. Those explosions eat like 30% of all the current stuff on the fire.
Chuck 'em all.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
When I say fell. Oh, okay. There was nothing more about when I say fell. Okay, sure. 3 to 5 didn't take that long, really. It was something of a blur. Molly's gonna be adding logs for a bit.
I mean, now I have to wait, right?
Yeah. I found this necklace outside the hermitage, but I don't know what these things are or what it's made of. Shells, mistress. These are shells. What's a shell? A snail-like creature that lives in salt water, mistress. There are some in tanks on Iox. Who would make a necklace out of snails? I report on humans, mistress. I do not pretend to understand their foibles. Foibles. Weird idiosyncrasies. Oh, up there is where I'm going. No, we don't add serious foible any of that. Climbing sand will be quite exhausting, mistress. If we really want to know what Renba is doing, we should follow Yazi. He knows more than he told us. This is steep, mistress, and the air is pure. Is pure. Yazi, show yourself.
Oh,
Ioxian.
all right. There was someone left.
What's going on, Yazi? I'm leaving. Just like your Ioxian friend did. How long have you been here? I don't know. Over a month. By the waters. Yazi, you brought us here to get her? Why didn't you just tell me? An Ioxian left her here. I cannot trust Ioxians. We're leaving now, with your ship. Without you. Someone will come for you, I am sure. You won't be able to fly the ship without me. By the waters and stones. You think everyone on Elbreth has two left thumbs? We shouldn't waste any more time. You have been here too long already. You can't strand me here. You wouldn't. Your man showed us no kindness. He wasn't my man. I didn't even know him. Do not try to stop us. Remember, he drove us to this. Wow. Good job, Janiki. 6, stop them. How exactly, mistress? I am not an attack dog. But if I may, I believe we should leave this moon swiftly. Have you done something to the nightingale? Nothing, mistress. But I do not suggest we remove it. I will activate the hopper now. Oh, right, they have a teleporter. And so we left the camp and returned to the ship. Well, that neatly ties all of that up.
Are you gonna leave both of them on the moon now?
Yeah, they were going to steal my ship.
But you still take them.
I'm pretty sure that they were going to steal my ship.
I don't care. Still take them.
No.
If you have the option, take them. No mercy.
No mercy. I think I can see them. I can see
You're
Yazi's limp. What do we do about those two down there, 6? We can't just leave them. I can hop her down and retrieve them, mistress.
Yes.
You think we should? No, mistress. I am quite content to leave them behind. However, I anticipate such an action would cause you some internal harm. You have a core as well as I.
Go and get them.
All right, go and get them. Fine, fine. You came back for us. Let me make something clear right now. You try anything and I will toss you overboard. Yes, Micus. Don't start with the Micus again. Whose mic is that?
Oh.
Is that Mully or?
Why do all my mics need to be bonked? What is it about me that makes all my mics bratty?
I could not have borne it if you had left us there. Not again. I'm taking you to Iox. Is he there? Renba's dead. His ship blew up inside a dust cloud. Very well then. 6. Chart our course. At least you are safe, Saya. No one is ever safe, Yazi. Yes, mistress. There's so much dialogue, and I see exactly why they try to keep the number of people that you're talking to down to 2. All right, to Iox. Mully, is that your mic? I don't know if that is.
Yes. It is, but why?
Nope. Now stop.
Sometimes that can happen if you've got the gain really high up.
I'm so confused. This is a completely different mic. Why does everything need to be bonked?
They like it, Mully. He found a boat. And what is an observatory? Oh. Oh no. Hold up. An observatory is a place for watching the stars. Oh, I see. He did find something then. I don't know who's talking right now. There are 4 people on my ship. An artifact, a telescope, I think.
I certainly do not need to be bonked, but all my mics need to be bonked.
Once he found it, that was when he left. Control yourselves, Izzy.
Myselves?
Yourselves, plural. One for each log you gave Mully earlier.
Oh. Okay.
Why would a roboticist need want a telescope? Why would he leave me to die? That's a good question. Why did he leave you to die? I did not ask. We're just gonna pass control over to 6.
It's still being bratty, by the way.
I know, and I don't know why.
There's gonna be much bonking in the future for Mully.
Maybe it just needs attention, so it's acting out. My cat does that.
Yeah, your cat does.
Yeah, she wants attention, so she'll act like a brat to get it. And I've been very bad cat dad, and she's like, "Oh, I misbehaved," and then she comes up and she wants like face rubs. I'm like, "Oh, no, I've enforced this."
Yeah, well, cats do that, so...
They couldn't be any more conspicuous here. How many Ioxians do you know with crushed arms? Or indeed, dirty faces? Aaliyah, you're back. I have so many things to show you.
Why did it not create a shield? Are we just like one lock below shield?
It's close, but it's not actually at the correct amount. Here, have this. I found this dagger.
A knife.
There's an unbroken inscription. I think I recognize a word in there. What have you got there? A knife!
Yes, thank you. No.
No! Have you ever had that moment, Molly? When you realize that
What
your
moment?
child has a knife and you really don't want that child to have a knife?
Or really anything.
Yes.
No.
Good.
Cuts deep.
You sure? Oh, it's
Yeah, it is deep.
many, not high. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of low, so it's deep.
Sharp blade
Okay.
cuts deep. Sharp blade cuts deep then. Thanks, Huang. Interesting. I've seen
Feels like
something
it's-
a bit like that, I think. It was also inscribed. Here. It's a picture of an ornate silver sword. It was found drifting in the wash near Mersey. Jesus, that's a long one.
Oh, nice.
Look at it go.
Sure
I
you
could
don't
Look
need
at
also-
it go.
Good luck with that.
Oh no. Okay, well,
Starts
this,
with fear. Let it stop with the small
Yeah.
ones. It starts with
Here
fear.
we go.
yeah.
Hear me.
Oh
Um,
God.
There's snake in here somewhere. There it is.
How long is this?
That is-
Harp is
oh,
in
it's
there.
no, it's not snake. It's serpents. Fear me by. Is there death? We actually have most of the words for this, I think.
Kill me by.
Serpent's voice mines.
Voice mines is probably not correct.
Probably not.
But before serpents, it's either sword.
Kill me by me am seven voice.
Sharp or swords?
Hold up. What's before? Okay, yeah, it does. We're gonna put sharp there.
But sharp of serpents doesn't make sense. Swords of serpents makes more sense.
Sharp then.
Do serpent
serpents.
swords really make sense?
Why
Hmm?
wouldn't they?
Do serpent swords make sense?
This is another word. One we don't have.
Kill me by
Hey,
me
take sharp
am
out and put swords in there because this is
seven.
bothering me.
I say keep it in until she says nicely to take it.
And then is also not correct. It's off, right?
Yeah, by is also off. Because you can see that it extends into another word.
Hear me.
Feel me. No.
I don't. Do we have my?
No, we do not.
Hmm.
Hey, we got a tree.
tricky.
Ah. We may just have to start eliminating words.
Yeah. Seems like it.
But then you can put the thing back in.
Yeah. Well,
Why?
let's drop swords, put in sharp. Which?
Put buy in. Good night, final countdown.
Oh, he just up and poofed.
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah, but he wrote in chat that he's gonna go to bed.
Yep. He does that a lot. Yep. Later, Skoda. I still-
Campfire. Campfire.
Campfire.
Oh, I can't add logs now because I'm still on the log count for control, right?
No, you can add
Or
logs
like-
to the main fire.
Okay, that doesn't count into the.
Yeah, you just can't add like vote on another vote option.
Add logs. So what? Wait. So it's gotta go over. So it created a shield at 1,000. $96?
Yep. Seems like it.
96.
What was the first word? It was fear, right?
Mhm.
There it is.
Fear me by my sharp sword.
By my stabby sword.
I stabby stab stab.
Well, there's no more buy anymore, so we can't do that. I'm curious. Nope. Okay. Figured I'd try it.
But you got too much other small shit in there. You should probably, yeah. I mean, you can do it like you usually do with like putting everything in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to avoid that because it's faster if you just figure it out immediately. But this one's so long that it's hard to figure out where you've got it wrong.
Yeah.
And there's obviously words that we're just flat out missing.
Well, then it's filling in.
Seems like it. Excuse me. Jesus.
Bless you.
Bless you indeed.
That one came out of nowhere. And I've been sneezing so hard. This is because I'm blaming the dandelions for this. Stupid dandelions.
Blame those dandelions.
Izzy, do you do any gardening?
I haven't had a chance to for the past 2 years.
In 1,000 years. Would you do
In the past
gardening?
few years.
Oh, okay. Would you do gardening if you had the opportunity?
maybe.
There's another apostrophe in there, in by, in the
Oh,
word
yeah, I
that
see
is
it.
not by.
And then which, what, woo, wee, woo. Jesus, there's so many words.
What did get crossed out?
Which.
Which?
Still pretty certain that that's serpents, and that this is slash instead of or sharp. Oh god, this is gonna take forever to get through.
And take voice out for a second and put end in. And take the mind out. See if we can if you can make it trigger.
Nope. Doesn't look like it. Hmm. Oh, there's a second me. I didn't even notice that. There's a second me.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. I think the first me is mine. There's a small addition.
Yeah, that's probably correct. It's not letting me actually just do these. Of course, this is a character or like a glyphic language rather than a phonetic language.
I'm
Though.
gonna be right back. You do this. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Izzy, you're still awake? I'm proud of you.
I am. I'm trying.
I'm just impressed that you could stay awake after all this.
After all, what? Sorry?
After all this.
But what is this?
Who even knows what is this?
Okay, you're as confused as I am. That's good to know.
Yeah. I don't know what else I need to add. Did I already get rid of the small? There's a does here. There must be another phrasing. It's gonna get rid of does. Yep, there we go. Eventually we'll get this. I promise you. Izzy, are you working this weekend? No, you said that we would be playing Raft on Saturday.
Yeah, but I could get off at noon.
Okay.
So.
Oh, it's
I'll
just
be
a
back
half day?
Like I go at 7:45, then get off at noon. Because it's a bank.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that banks have really nice days. Or really nice, like, start and end dates or end times. Do you do that on, like, actual days or weekdays, too?
What do you mean?
Do you also get off at noon?
Oh, no. If I went in at the same time, I'd get off at 4.
Well, it's up to the apostrophes to enlighten our way. Watch it delete mind and leave us just as bamboozled. Oh, there's no and. Wow. Think about that. There's no and.
How dare it not have a conjunction?
It probably means that it's a combination of and something else. Death? This is weird because the increasing number of words that we actually know is increasing the difficulty on long phrases like this. Because we have more stuff to get wrong. Redeem bonk.
Is the
It's fine. It's fine.
oh god. I mean that
Okay.
I'm just annoyed. I'm using a headset I got off a friend because I broke the mic.
Right.
And the new headset shouldn't have the same problems as the mic. That doesn't make sense, you know?
Oh, it's not sharp. I should have listened to Mully this whole time.
Who would have thunk it?
Why would you
Wow.
listen to her?
It wasn't sharp because it looked like it was sharp. But it turns out that the only one who wasn't sharp here was me.
Was you?
What a self burn. Oh, we made a new shield.
Did we? Did we get another
We made
one?
a new
Nice.
shield, yeah.
Yeah, so the nice thing about overheat is that as we get more shields, this will get a lot easier. Because it no longer scales with the event, so that'll be nice. More apostrophes. So supposedly we have a decent percentage of this, if the game is to be believed. But we have a lot of words to get wrong.
All right. I'm gonna go to bed before I just fall asleep on stream.
Okay. It wasn't swords either. We were
was
both
not?
wrong.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Good night,
night.
Busy.
It wasn't swords either, Molly. We were both wrong.
We were both not sharp on this one.
Yep. So we're just going to try slicing instead.
We sliced the serpent.
Slice then serpent.
Slices of the serpent.
Okay. You're reminding me of a clip from a manga or from an anime where a katana wielding legendary hero goes up against a gorgon, and every single time that the slashes go across the screen and turn the snakes into slices, I keep thinking, wow, those have got to be the weirdest carrots I've ever seen.
Like from that what was it, Fruit Wars, that ninja game where you have to slice the fruits?
A fruit ninja.
Fruit Ninja.
Yeah. Fruit ninja. I am almost at a loss right now as to what could be going on here. I want it to get rid of then, but I'm pretty sure then is actually one of the required ones.
I like how Six is getting annoyed with you.
Yep.
But do it better then.
What is it getting rid of this time? Oh, wow. It wasn't any of them. They were all false positives.
That's annoying. But it has all the things in it.
They were all red herrings.
I might be much longer word then.
Yeah, could be. I still don't even know if this is actually fear. Okay, now we just need to put the apostrophes in. I still don't quite know how apostrophes modify words. I just know that they can. At this point, I'm just cramming things in until it tells me that I'm wrong. Because I have no idea what's going on here.
Good thing Izzy isn't around because you couldn't like make like 3 different horny versions of what you just said.
Of course. I'm surprised that you're showing restraint and not making more horny versions of what you just said.
What you just said.
What I just said. Sorry.
I'm restraining myself.
You're restraining yourself because you're on stream, maybe?
On your stream, I restrain myself.
Ah.
You cannot generalize that. You know that.
I suppose that's true. So there was no voice. How are we capable of solving this? Because now I'm just looking at this going, wow, a lot of these just don't exist. And then there's also all of these thans. And now that I know there's no voice. There we go.
Ah.
I knew that apostrophe at least had to be true. But I fear that fear is correct. Fear me.
Because I am.
Because me. Tight me.
I think because is correct. Because I am sharper than serpents'
Tongue?
tongue. Yeah.
Tongue. Because me am. Do you have any more like that? I'm scared to ask. Okay, cool. Take it. I think that's probably a good place to stop for tonight.
Are the 2 workers you brought with you standing around somewhere?
Probably. 6 teleported them down to the lower levels, he said.
Oh, lower levels.
The lower levels. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here because it is 10:43. Jesus. Why does this always happen to me whenever I'm playing Heaven's Vault?
Because it's cool.
It's certainly a cool game. Shame the fire isn't as cool right now. Yeah, no. Oh, you also weren't around for my rant earlier because apparently just Restream isn't displaying the Twitch chat. And I have no idea why.
Oh, okay.
And so there were people in chat talking for a long time, and I couldn't even see them.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So thank you to everyone who did stick around through that. Thank you to my various Patreon supporters: Tenace Games, Zebgrin, Slime Hunter, Walks with Gorillas, my dad, Kremlin Kev, Desalona, Miss Mango Plays, NBFF, Alpha Mango, Kwoke, Fairtanium, Mully Copper, and Paper Dupless. Mully, that's you. Look at that.
It's me. He
Yeah.
said my name.
Anyway, I should probably remove the author supporters on here since I'm no longer doing readings on this channel.
Or you can just use this screen for the story channel and make a new screen for the game channel.
I could do that. That is also a possibility. All right. Anyway, until next time, have a safe trip through the dark forest, and I will see you all later. Let me find someone to raid. We will do the raids right now. We're going to send everyone over to level who's doing some Xenogears. All right. Night, everyone.
Good night, chat.